Hi, I'm Wendy Moore and I'm the Girls Group Coordinator at Transition Society. I started the group 21 years ago, which is hard to believe. It really came out of just wanting to have a safe place for girls to get together and talk about their experiences, and we've been going ever since. So people ask what Girls Group is about, and it's really hard to kind of define it because it's really different depending on who's in group.
Something that we did that was super fun in Girls Group was sharing emotions and feelings, and it's not necessarily an activity that we decided to do at the beginning. It just really flowed so naturally when we were together, and everyone was sharing different parts of their story, and it just came together so beautifully. And at the end, we really felt really connected to each other, even though I had just met them.
We all go through a journey of exploring ourselves and self-expression. So when you come into a group, everyone's pretty shy with each other and kind of standoffish. And by the end of it, it's like everyone's friends and everyone is comfortable sharing how they're actually feeling and what's going on in their lives. So it's like that beauty of transformation and growth that happens when you are in a room of people that you eventually begin to feel comfortable with.
If you need to vent, this is probably a good safe word.
You can just say almost anything you want to and not be judged by anyone.
One of my favorite things is just sort of like the activities that we've gotten to do that have been sort of those educational discussion starters. So when we did the women, like the famous women on our back and having to guess.
And some of them are really easy to guess because they're maybe celebrities or people that we see all the time. Others are not easy to guess, even though they tend to be women who've had accomplishment or there's something kind of significant about them. But often the girls and even the young women who do the training often don't know who they are. And so it really is an interesting message about who we don't learn about in school or just, in society in general and what that's about. So it kind of gives us a framework for a lot of what we do in group, which is around women's experiences in the world and who gets noticed and who doesn't, and who has a voice and who doesn't.
For me, what I always love is sparking discussion and finding out new opinions and new thoughts. So that's been sort of my favorite thing. The kind of discussions that we have in group can really vary. It can get really deep, talking about family issues or healthy relationships and things like that. But it can also just be talking about things that we love, things that make us happy, our passions. We've talked about ethics and values and morals and all of, so it's wherever that group sort of takes you. It kind of depends.
We collected Barbies from all over and had a workshop with all kinds of different craft materials where we basically changed Barbies to look more like real people.
We ripped apart Barbies and we created these beautiful Barbies that had blemishes, weren't 7 feet tall, were curvy.
And we also used it as an awareness project around issues that girls and women face.
A lot of the Barbies had little placards that they were holding that had statistics about violence in relationships or girl self-esteem, just different stats that illustrated what girls go through.
It taught me that you don't have to be what they tell you to be, you can just be yourself. And it was from that discussion of what is body image and what is self and what is self-love came to the Barbies, came to me accepting my body and who I am as a person.
We tend to do a lot of artistic things in group, art journaling, zine making. We did a coloring book that the girls put together. And then other times, the girls just want to go out and go swimming or skating and bowling. We went bowling the other day as our wind up for group. And they always love bowling. It's usually really popular. It's great for the girls because they tend to do quite well at bowling, and it's a nice way of building some self-esteem. So.
I think it's really important for groups like this to be in the community because I think every young woman needs a space where she can blossom and she can grow and she can learn. And I think that we need to surround ourselves with more women. It makes us feel like we're part of something, we're in a community. And it also empowers when we have these, role models, the facilitators for these young women, that is empowering to look at, to see, to learn from, and then those women become those empowered women and they pass it on to the younger generation. So I think it's just really, it's so important for our world.
If anyone had the opportunity to put their kids, their nieces, grandchildren, tell a friend about what Girls Group can do for you and for the community, because it not only affects the girl that's in the group, it also affects her family. It helps the girl grow into someone more confident in themselves and feeling more powerful. And I think that having access to that at such a young age is so crucial for our future as women.
See you there.